Hello there, how are you? You must be thinking in today's fast moving world, why do I want to really talk about a paper and a pencil or a paper prototype? Well, wait for it. So, we are going to discuss today the paper prototype and why do I think there is a secret power to paper prototype.
Just don't tell anyone.
And there is a way to actually reduce your design and development cost. Not just that, but also to make sure that you're not developing something that really is not going to be useful in the future. So let's see how a paper prototype can be really useful tool for any designer. Okay, as I said, we are going to talk about the paper prototypes today. But just before that, let me just ask you very few simple questions. The first question is your technology team thinks that your designs are just too impractical and well, you have designed everything and given it to technology team and now they think that, oh, it's just too impractical and it's going to take a lot of time to develop these designs. Does that happen to you? Or are your stakeholders not really very happy when you make that final presentation with full enthusiasm and they just say that, oh, this needs a lot of work? Okay, and the next question is, are you just simply designing because your product manager comes to you and says that, hey, design is this way? Or you're just kind of trying to convince them, but it's not happening? Does that happen to you? And another question, has it ever happened to you that you have designed something and also developed it only to realize that it's going to get into dustbin? We have to redesign the whole thing again, and whatever the design efforts that you have put and also the development efforts, they are just of not any use. Well, and the last question is, are there just too many iterations and rework on the designs that you have made? Does that happen? Then you are watching the right video. I'm going to give you a very simple solution to all these problems. If answer to all these questions is yes, then your simple solution could be paper prototype. These paper prototypes can be used in a very effective way to solve all these problems. Now I'm going to give you some examples and also show how I have done this in my projects. I have used paper prototypes throughout my career to save time, to get a go ahead from the stakeholders such as the customer or the technology team or the product management team. It's very simple and easy way to kind of sketch something and go to them, hey, this is what I'm thinking the approach is going to be like. I simply go to stakeholders and show them the sketches like these ones and discuss approach, right? Much early in the design process. And I do this even before I touch the softwares or the design tools. Let me just tell you a small story. We had one prestigious client called Citibank, and uh, I was assigned on the project or the account to save that account, right? Because we had almost lost them. The couple of times Citibank had rejected our designs, and I was assigned to kind of save that account. Now I started with doing these paper prototypes, of course, after taking a look at what was already delivered to them and what are the requirements. And I started doing such paper prototypes and put together one deck. And then just before the presentation to the customer, I showed it to my product manager that, hey, this is what I'm thinking, I will be showing to the client. And he was shocked. He just called an emergency meeting and said that how can we show something like this to our prestigious customer like Citibank. And I just told them that, I'm just going to talk about approach. That's all. And I showed the designs in the meeting to the client, and they like the fact that I want to discuss the approach for the design, right? And also want to they like the fact that I just want to discuss on a strategic level in the beginning, and then deep dive and then create designs at the later stage. So this way they felt that they are also the part of this whole project. The client was very happy. I had told them that I will be showing the designs in the next meeting. So I immediately started working on the designs uh, based on whatever the feedback they had on the approach and the overall strategy. So in the next meeting, I presented the designs and they were like completely happy because that's what they were expecting. Now, did you realize what happened when you show paper prototypes to somebody? It's very clear to them that we have to discuss on a strategic level and only about the approach. This is only about the approach. There is no confusion, right? And no wonder we started doing these projects for Citibank with an incredible speed. In the 6 months, we actually, doubled or more than doubled the account, and it was one of the most profitable accounts of our company. Here is an example of one of the features that I had designed for the refer and earn, right? So if you refer to your friends the app, you will get certain points and you can earn something. So it's a very basic feature. In most apps, that feature would be there. So these designs are for the sender and these designs are for the receiver, right? The one who receives the referral code, and then he enters the referral code in the sign-in page, and then he can um, earn some points. It's a very simple feature, but I had designed this and then I discussed with the technology team and the product management team. We cleared our doubts and everything in the beginning. And what I did is I simply took the photograph of these sketches and sent it to my designer, a UI designer, who kind of made the final design, right? Or I could have also done that. In most cases, I also do that. In some cases, I send it to my junior designers. So this way of working assures that you are saving time and you are finding those problems much early in the design process um, before it's too late. The process is very simple. All I need is a scale and a sketch pad, pencil, eraser, very important, and a sharpener. Take the shape of a mobile phone screen and cut these papers, right, of this size. If it's a bottom sheet, then you need papers like this where you can kind of keep it like this. Now, because this is a paper and I have an eraser, I have absolutely no fear of going wrong. All I do is I just start sketching, give a title, refer and earn, and I will have some motivational message here. So for now, I will just say motivation to refer, and the referral code and copy, and a simple copy of how to refer, some points. Now here I realize that I will need this copy. So I can tell it to my writer that, hey, I need this copy, right? And much early in the design process. Now there will be a button here called share code, right? Now here the beauty is that, oh, here I think that instead of 3 points I should just have 1 point, then I can just erase it. Now I can make these changes very quickly, and that's the beauty of the paper prototype, right? And now I can take this to my product manager or technology team member and say that, hey, what do you think of this?
Excuse me.
Let me just fix this. So just try it once, and then let me know in the comments, was this useful, and did it change anything in your life? Because I think that we designers haven't really understood the secret power of paper prototypes, and through this video I thought of explaining you the importance of paper prototypes. I hope you like the video. Please press like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time with the new topic. For now, bye bye.